Good morning and welcome to another session of Python. Today we'll go through loops. Okay, so let's understand what is the loops, and we'll go through these notes, the blog, and we can practice, and we'll go through few of the topics on that. The last time what we went through is on the condition, and loop is something you have to instruct, you have to do a couple of tasks again and again. For example, if you see, right, you want to type hello or you want to print hello for a couple of times, right? Let's say 7-8 times or 5 times. Okay, so this is another way, this is one way of doing that. But let's say if I want you to type 100 times, you probably will not like doing that one, right? For that kind of task we have loops. For example, to do a particular task again and again for a particular longer time till it matches the condition. Okay, so if you see, we have this for loop. So for is one of the loop. In this case what we are doing is, for range up to 5, so till it reach 5 times, okay, it iterate print hello world. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, fine. 56, we'll create a new file, 057 for loop .py. Okay, good. So let's run it. As I'm there within the env, I'm not typing Python 3 again. I'm just using Python. Okay, so the env is there on the previous video that you can go through. Python 057 and this one, right? So because in the range it give all those things, right? That's why. So what range is doing? For example, if I do, right, print I, okay, so what you will see is, because on the range I'm telling up to 5, so it start with 0th index and reach up to 4. That's why. So what exactly it is doing, I'm not telling that to print this number, rather than till it reached that particular number it should print this particular statement. So if I can move this one to this one top and uncomment this line, and I can say what it will do, it will print the count of that particular I that time, and then it will print the hello. So it would be easier for you to check that one as well. 057. Okay, so if you see, it says 0 time hello, 1th hello, like this it has done. Okay, so we really don't want this to print, so let's comment it up, or we can delete it and we can execute this one. Okay, so like this, if you want 100 times, you just change 100 and you can execute it. So if you see, right, there are a lot of hellos, right? So if you see, you want to perform some task again and again, that's where the loops are there, and for each one of the loop is there. Okay, in this case the condition what we are managing with the range till it reach particular range. Okay, let's see another example. Why do we need loops? For a particular count of time we want to perform something, right? So in this case we start from 1 and reach just before 6, right? Let's do this one. Another example, what we can do, we can comment this line, okay, and execute another one. Ideally you can create another file, or let's create another file, right? So it would be much cleaner. So 058, okay, for 1.py. Okay, so if we run this one, let's clear the screen. 058. Okay, fine. So what is the benefit? As it says, less code, better readability, easier to maintain, and better scalability. These are the main reason why you want to get into loops. The type of different loop. In Python, we have two different types. Okay. So one is the while loop, the condition. Another one is the for loop. Python do not have a traditional do while loop. It manages the loops between these two. Okay. In a while, we do the condition wise. Okay. This is the statement. Okay. Let's do this one, a basic loop, and we'll go through this. Yeah. Make sure, as usual, this is important, right? You need to, if you have to go through this block, okay, for this keyword, you need to use this colon at the end of that one. And obviously, within this block, whatever the statement you need to do it, that's what you have to do it. Okay, let's go for 059, I believe. Yeah, and while one. Okay, let's save it. So what it is doing in this case, we are using a condition, but we also need to maintain the increment or decrement of the condition, right? If we don't do anything, that would be difficult to fail the condition. So over here, we have a variable called condition and the initial value is called 1. Okay, but what we are trying to do within the loop is each time we do, it increase the value of the count. Okay, henceforth, in some time, it would become the count less than equal to 5. Okay, once it becomes false, okay, it will not come into that. For example, if once it becomes 6, this one would become false and you won't get into the loop. Okay, till that it will print the count number. Okay, let's go through, run it, Python 059. Okay, and here you go. Okay, let's see another example. How while loop works, right? Over here it's showing what is the condition, count is 1 and the condition is less than equal to 5, as we explained, as we have gone through in the previous. Okay, so as it is true, it will go ahead and execute the block and it will keep doing up till it reach the failure statement and then it will stop. Infinite loop. So obviously, while true means it's always true and it will keep going on. It's a risky one, don't do it. Okay, or you can stop it in from the terminal. In this, if you see, we are not incrementing the count, right? In this case also, you will be keep getting for again and again the same loop. This is a risky one, but let's try it. Okay, so if I run now, it is actually keep printing. So I'm doing Control C to stop it. Okay, so make sure you have some statement that would help you on reaching the condition. So in this case, if we add this particular line, right, it would increase the number within the loop, and that's why in some time it will fail this particular condition check and it will come out from that particular loop. Fine, so this is the correct way. Some other things over here, what we are doing is we are actually adding all this number. Okay, so what it is doing, let's go through another one. 061 while 2 dot py. Okay, 061. So how exactly this one is working? So the first time it's becoming 0. Okay, total is equal to 0, 1. It increased the 1. Okay, and number, it is increasing the number. But what we are trying to print is this one. So number, it would become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And that's how it is actually going to count. So it would change the number to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and do it. So what we can do is, let's say in this each loop, we can try printing it up. So to check the current status, right? Print total. Okay. And over here also print num. Okay. So first exactly what it is doing, it's actually going for, it's not current total. Let's say print curr total. So let's make it within the block. And over here also let's write and let's run it. So current total 1. Okay, current number it increased to 2. It increased the 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Then 3 it increased, then 3, 3, 6. Then 4 it increased, 6, 4, 10. And 5 it reached, and 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. It says that one, that's how you are getting 15. Okay, the while loop. Okay. Over here, we are doing a countdown in the minus order. So what we are doing is counting the original number is 5, and later on it's doing in the reverse order. Fine, we can go this one and we can execute 60 while 2 while 3 you will do, right? 062 while 3. Okay, let's execute this one. Okay, got it. This is the reverse way of the same mathematical operators, and what we are doing is in each loop we are reducing the count. Now let's go through another interesting example. In this example, if you see, right, we have password, it's hard coded. Okay, and it asks for user inputs, and if the user input is same as whatever the password given, then it will give the login successful. If not, the whole loop would be keep continuing, right? Let's see this one. Okay, 63 063 what? Okay, let's try this one. Python 063. Right, it asks for this. So what exactly it's doing in this particular case? Okay, so if I type it's just keep saying like, okay, whatever I type it will be, only if I type, okay, it matches, and then it will allow you to log in. Okay, in real world it would actually do a hash and it check for the different particular file, and if it match then it will log in a more simple version. But yes, that's how you can do that one. Okay, What is this next one? Okay, multiplication table. It's nothing. It's just trying to do a 5 table. Okay, you can try this one. There is nothing confusion or complex over here. Now this loop we are doing with range. Let's understand the range exactly. So what this range is doing, it will give you the sequence till it reach. Okay, the most common function used for loops. Okay, and the range have start and stop. Okay, start a little bit last. I mean start, stop, and steps also. Let's try this one. Okay, this will be 64. 8064. Okay. See, it is started with 0 with the step count up to, okay, so it will go for the, it skip 1 and then it goes for 3, 2, and then it reach up to that 11th. If I do 3, what do you see? Let's run this. Okay, fine. So if I change this one instead of 13, it will go for this particular 13 type of table. It looks like the table, right? Okay. So this is a negative way of doing countdown on the count we did. It using range for the negative way. Okay. This is, think about, we are going through each letter in this case, right? Okay, 65, 065. You can give some other name, whatever you like, but with some sequence it's easier. Okay, so if you see, we have a variable called name, we have assigned a string called Python, and what we are doing is, in this particular name variable, each iterate, it just pick only one letter, okay, sequentially, and till it reach, it's actually printing. So that's how it's coming on this way. Okay. This is an example with list. Fine. Let's try the same thing. Let me comment this one and try this one. Fine. It's going through a loop within the particular list. Okay. This is for the similar thing. For instead of list, we are doing for the tuple. Okay, let me comment this one. Okay. Good. The similar thing over here we are doing for set. Okay, let's comment this one. Okay, and okay. So this is how, this is another example for the dictionary. Okay, so we have student dictionary which have key called name and value of that particular name key is John, and another key is age with the value of 25. So for keys, so this and this keys, it will print the keys. Okay. let's see what it is giving. It says keys, but what we can do is also for values, also values in this particular. Okay, so the key would be this, the value would be the next one. So let's try this one. But what we'll do, we'll accumulate, we'll add both. Okay, the second one also we add it, so you will see this one, we'll comment later. Okay, up one I'm just commenting up. Okay, let's see this one, think about this one. Okay, so what we are doing, we have created a dictionary called student with the key name and age, with the name value John and 25. So what we are doing, we are iterating through the keys. Okay, when we do key within the student, it giving the key. When we do value within the particular student values, it's doing that one. Okay, and so what it will do, for this one it will print keys, and later on it will print the values. Okay, the keys were name and age, the values were John and 25. Okay, so what we can do is key values also we can do. So if you pass dot value function within a dictionary, you get only the values. If you don't do anything, you get keys over here. And if you say items functions or method within the dictionary, you get both key and value. So what we can do over here is, let me comment this two line, let that particular dictionary is there, and I have created this particular thing. Okay, and if I execute, this is what you see. You see the key name and the value John. You see another line, key is age and value is 25. Okay, these are few of the example. Okay, so it is actually adding all those things from the list. Okay, this you can practice, and you can try other example over here. How many character count, it is counting with the character, it's going through the character loop and it's actually counting in the nested loops. Let's see, so what it is doing on this, let's say this one. Okay, 66 066 loop 6.5. Okay, so what exactly this guy is doing, we have two loops. First loop it will do, okay, a count, and then it will iterate for 3 times within this particular loop, then it do rest of the things again and again. So if I try run it, 066, okay, this is what the output is. For this one, for the first one, right, it print 1. Okay, then it give a space again and again for actually. So I'm not doing, let's say if I do another one, right, another symbol, but instead of star, let's say plus, so it would be easier for check. Okay, so the first one, first plus, it says it created 3 loops, so star star star. Okay, in second one, okay, it again type the plus, so the first occurrence it created give print the plus, and within the loop it's actually creating that one. What the AND is doing, instead of doing a new line character, it's actually printing on the same line. So let's say if I do comma over here, right, let's see if I run what will happen. Okay, it's giving comma. Fine. So if I remove this one, okay, so you will see plus and then star star star, then again plus star star star, then again plus star star star. Okay, that's how you are showing. So this AND operator over here, what exactly it's doing is, instead of giving you a new line, it's giving you a space. Okay, So the print have another, so one of the keyword over here is end, and that will change the default action of creating, giving a new line. Instead of this one, it's not giving a new line. Whatever you're passing, it will do this one. Let's say if I do instead of this hyphen also, and if I run it, got it? Let's say so this is what exactly it is doing. So if I remove this one, you won't get the first plus, okay, but you'll get the hyphen one. Fine. So if I remove this one instead of hyphen, okay, let's say if I don't give even space, it will be closed. So if I give a space, it would give this one. So think up, once the task is done, we get a new line as next statement, right? Where we are changing the default look and feel to whatever the value we are giving between this. Okay, hope you are clear with this particular examples. Fine, let's go for another one. Okay, this is what exactly it is doing for one first time. So what it is doing, it will do the operation again. How many times? 2 and 3. Okay, so it will print 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then what it is going to do, let's say I into j. It actually do 1 and 2 multiplying, then again, so in this operation 1 and multiplying 1 into 2, 1 into 3. So you see 1, and then what exactly you are seeing is it's printing with multiplying with 1, then 2 and 3. So 1 is multiplying with 1, 1 is multiplying with 2, 1 is multiplying with 3. So that's how you are getting 1, 2, 3. Now next occurrence it will come as 2. So now 2 is multiplying with 1, 2 is multiplying with 2, 2 is multiplying with 3. That's how you are getting 2, 3, 4. And last you get over here from the I, you get 3. Okay. And over here 3 into 1, 3 into 2 and 3 into 3. That's how you are getting 369. Okay. Fine. Let's run this. Seven 067 loop 7.py. Hope you are getting this one. So it's creating only one statement. Okay, let's say if I do print I over here, you see 1, 2 and 3. Print I. Okay, so create a new line because I'm not giving you this one, right? So or I can do this. Okay, or comma instead of and, I'll give you this value. Let's see what exactly it's doing. Okay, I'll give you a space also. 0 Python 067. Okay, for first time it's multiplying 1. What you get it 1, right? So in 1 we are multiplying with 1, 2 and 3. So in this we get only range between, as it is start from 0 and index wise, but it says the first number, you ignore it, so you are not getting 0, so you are getting 1, 2, 3. So 1 multiplying with 1, 1 multiplying with 2, 1 multiplying with 3 without any new line. That's why you are getting 1, 2, 3. And then you get 2, so 2 multiplying with 1, 2 multiplying with 2, 2 multiplying with 3. Then last one, 3 multiplying with 1, 3 multiplying with 2, 3 multiplying with 3. Okay, so if I remove this one, you get only those particular answer. Okay, it's not complex. You just have to think that there is only one particular statement for each occurrence. For parent 1 occurrence, within the child your occurrence 3 times. Then you get another station. For example, this is one station, another station, again the same performance you need to do. Come to another station, then again you have to perform another same task. Okay, over here we are multiplying with that one. That's how we are getting different values. Okay, good. The loop control statement, right? For some reason you want to break it. Within that you have break, continue and pass 1, what exactly it's doing. Okay, if the break, what it will do, it comes out from the loop. Okay, continue, it will skip that particular line, and pass, it will let it go. Okay, continue and pass, it do nothing. Okay, let's try with these break. Okay, remember, break come out completely from the loop. Then second one we have continue, it will not do anything, it will just skip that particular. And third one, it do nothing. So come out, skip, nothing. Okay, so break, come out, this one skip, and this one nothing. Okay, let's try this one. Break example. Okay, 068.py. Okay, so break, what the break guy is doing, let's do over here. PREK means, let's say, come out from the loop. Okay, we in this particular range we are supposed to try up to 10, right? But when it sees 5, it just come out from the complete loop. Let's try this one. Python 068. Fine. Okay, clear. So another one is, this is a real-time example. Once you reach 15, it actually coming out from the loop, right? Okay, continue, what exactly you are trying to do. Whenever you get to a number 2, it will not print 2, and then it will print rest, right? That's what. So say 06069. Continue dot py, I'll just say can't, right? Okay, so 069, let me clear the screen. Fine, if you see 2 at that, when I become 2, it's not doing anything. Okay, and the last one is, so what exactly will do to not doing anything means continue on the top will do. Okay, so equal to do nothing or skip that particular print at that particular time. And third one is, okay, this is real example, one of that you can pass. The third one is, it do nothing exactly, it just creating a placeholder. Okay, later on you can improvise your code for that. Okay, so it exactly what it is doing. Okay, pass means nothing. Not even skip, not even exit, just take the CPU time and it do nothing. Okay, it iterate everything, but it will not do anything. So 070, right? If I do like a couple of zeros over here, and if you do over here, it will wait for that particular time, whatever time it takes to reach up that, and it exactly doing nothing. Okay, it's just hugging the CPU time. Let's say this one. Okay, so it might do sleeping or something. Python 1, right, running, it's not doing anything, right? This is what you are saying. Okay, I think you are clear with this one. It's still running. What you can do, we can do close of that one. So this is couple of example of this one. You can go common mistake and everything. You can try. The answers are there. You can see the homework after that, and you can practice this one. Hope this video will help you. Obviously, you can follow the documentation as well along with the video, so it would be easier for you not to keep writing rather than focus on the understanding concept. Okay, in the next chapter we'll go through a little bit more, but for now there is nothing. It's a range. Okay, it will give you within the range. There is for, there is while with a condition, and there is something called as break. Okay, come out from this loop. There is something called as continue. Just ignore for that particular time within the loop, and there is something called as pass, just to do nothing. Okay, although the iteration would be continuing. Okay, that's pretty much as a whole, and hope you like the video. Thank you.